Hi kids, welcome to Terry on Tuesday. Coming to you here from the, I was going to say kitchen of creation, it's like box room of Lex. Anyway, it's Monday night, had a heck of a day, things getting on top of me, spent most of the day extremely angry, which is not because I'm a aggressive person, it's a symptom of clinical depression. Disclaimer, I'm not going to go into it big time, but all I'm saying is I have in the past suffered from clinical depression. One of the things I noticed is that little things that would annoy most people for 10 minutes and go, Joe, never mind, tend to hang around a lot longer. I'm better than I was. Something that would completely piss me off would normally bring me down for 2 weeks solidly. 2 weeks of feeling like stop the world, I want to get off. But no, I've just had a couple of hours of people taking the Michael, basically. Anyway, moving right along. It's late. I want to sit down and watch a film, but I can't. I got too much going on. Okay, so all this week is major panic. I've got Liverpool, I'll say it again, Comic Con Liverpool, not Liverpool Comic Con, different thing. Comic Con Liverpool taking place on Saturday. I'm bringing Marvin with me because I won the Newport heat, the Wales heat, so I'm the Wales champion of cosplay championships, and the grand finale is on Saturday, which means a very early start. But before that, it means I've got to get Marvin repaired. Look at the state he's in right now. As you can see, he's scattered all around my house with all bits out. There's after the Newport, which was my second time of wearing him properly, but he did have a good full 5 hours of being worn, where I was basically overheating and dying inside, and in a lot of pain because we had costume malfunctions and all sorts of stuff. There's a lot of scuffs, a lot of wear and tear. A lot of things that are slightly broken, lost a couple of bolts and things that I don't know if I've got time to order them and get them back in time. I've done what I can. I've got to effect repairs to make it wearable and try and improve the comfort and the safety. When I say safety, I mean keeping things together. Last time I wore it, one of the shins came disconnected, fell down and was cutting into my leg for 5 hours. So every time I walked, it was like somebody hacksawing into my shin, and I've still got the mark now. Also, I had part of the arm hole was cutting into my bicep here, and it cut off the nerves to my thumb, and I had nerve damage for a couple of months. I think it's better now. It was quite tingly because you've got nerves that control half of the feeling in your hands. So I've got to try and pad that out if possible. Bought new batteries for the voice kit and everything else. Let's hope it all works. I'm not going to be wearing it for 5 hours though. We're going to get there for about 11 or sort of 10ish. It's right next to Albert Dock in Liverpool. It's in that giant double-sized conference centre, which is 2 giant centres connected by a bridge. I'm not sure where to go yet or how to drop it off, etc. How we're going to get there, where we're going to park. I've been speaking to the organiser. I'll just quickly check my Facebook page because I can't remember. There are how many? There are 6 entries in the cosplay competition. There's from Scotland. There's a double act. I haven't got the names in front of me, but it's a guy and a girl with armor and guns. Not sure. I'm not very good on up to date with modern IPs. There's a guy dressed as Khonshu who won the Liverpool heat. A girl with red hair, looks a bit post-apocalyptic, who won Manchester. I do know a Danielle, remember her name Danielle from Northern Ireland. She's got this black spiky foam armor. It looks a bit like something from Lord of the Rings. I don't know. but she looks really cool. And there's a chap who looks a kind of steampunk medieval knight. He's got feathers, he's got a hat with goggles on, but he's also got like a steel armor. It looks a bit Warhammer-ish because it's like a medieval armor, but it's got the like the seals with the rag hanging off them, the cloth kind of thing. So apologies, I don't know all the names, and I don't know all the IPs. I recognise Khonshu obviously because it's a Marvel thing, and we're all going to be at the mercy of the judges to see if we win. So I think the judging is around it's either 12 or 1. I think it's something like 12:30 or something like that. Anyway, the prize is a trophy and also £1,000 cash, which I would really, really like to win. 2 reasons. 1, Christmas is coming, kids, grandkids, brothers. I've got to get the Christmas shopping finished. I've done most of it. I admit I've done most of it. Where is it? You can just about see there. It's part of the Christmas shopping. That's one of the many presents. So most of that's done. But secondly, I'm making a film, as you know, called Bloody Students. If you don't know Bloody Students, where have you been? Living under a rock or something? I'm going to put at least 700 quid of that grand into the film budget at the moment, because we're doing our best now to try and raise some money, because we're shooting in September next year, which sounds like a long way away, but I tell you what, if you look at the stuff I've got to build, it's going to be crazy. So anyway, where were we? So anyway, I was talking to a friend of mine today, and she suggested I look at the stuff I've built in the past for people, because I've just finished Baby Groot, the Grootmobile, which is a custom-made Groot mounted onto a remote control car, which I did in the last couple of weeks, last couple of months, in fact. I've built many things in the past. In fact, my mind's that rubbish, I'm quickly going to read out a thing. So here's the idea. I do some sort of prize draw. This is my friend's suggestion, so thanks to Shez for that. Basically, it says, do you need something built or drawn? A friend of mine suggests that I run some kind of prize draw to raise money for the film, where entries are £2 a go. So the prize is that I build something for you. Maybe a prop for your cosplay, a film or display piece, or I design something, like logos or characters or something like that. Up to the value of, say, 500 quid. So no life-size Iron Man suits. I'm not going to build a life-size Batmobile for you. For the budget of 500 quid, you get a go-kart with like foam fins saying Batman on it. No. But like I say, in the past, I built a life-size one per hand. I built the Groot, I built masks, helmets, weapons, a flux capacitor, what else was it? Statuettes. I basically bought a statuette of a dog and repainted it to my friend's dog, who sadly passed away, but it looks just like him now. Things like that. I know a lot of dog owners are very keen on that, because they were asking me if I did commissions at the time, and I said, no, it's too expensive. But if there's a lot of interest and people want to have a go for this, then I'm making stuff. So yeah, if you need a unique handmade display piece or prop or costume part or something like that, again, I think I'll have to kind of, bite the bullet. There's certain things I might not be able to make. I'll be like, yeah, can't make that. I don't have a 3D printer anymore. If anything needs 3D printed parts, I could probably get them sourced from other people, but I would have to pay those people to print them. But let's see. Let's see what happens. I've done it. I did. You remember I did the huge canvas of Elvis, it's about the size of that window. Big canvas of Elvis. That was a commission. Paintings. So people are looking for stuff. I'm just seeing messages now. People are saying they're up for it. So it'd be £2 an entry. If you want to enter more than once, fine. That just increases your chances of being drawn. But let me know. I'm going to post this on YouTube, obviously, and I'm going to post it on Facebook, as I normally do. And in that way, instead of me going, please give me some money for my film, I'll thank you, I love you forever, it's more a case of, you'll get something, I'll make something for you. Tiny little caveat. I won't be able to build it immediately, like really quickly on a deadline, because the film needs to take priority. That has a deadline. We start shooting in September next year. I've got to get everything made for the film. There's a lot to make. I've got to make basically the interior of an entire museum. Okay, you won't believe it. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know what to do. Obviously, I need just the time and the money to make it all. But I will endeavour to make your thing for you. Perhaps you've bought something that's either broken, or you bought the kit bits and you're like, I don't know how to put this together and finish it and paint it. I could do that. £2 an entry. Let's see where we go with it, Do you know what I've always fancied making for myself? I kid you not. There's a company in the States who make film props called Tom Spina Designs. Very nice. They sent me a t-shirt of theirs once. They do like life-size Tauntaun heads from The Empire Strikes Back that you can mount on the wall. I'd love to make one of them for someone. I'd love to make one of them for myself. And if I had the time and the inclination, I would do it. But I've got enough on the go as it is. So, if that seems like a good idea to you, either comment below, comment on the Facebook page or whatever it is, and I'll probably put a post up of some of the stuff I've done, and we'll see if that can work. And that way you get something. If you don't get picked, you've still put money into the film, which will be fun for everyone to see at some point. I promise you it'll take a lot quicker than 6 years, unlike the last film. Don't get me started, but we'll get this going. So that's it, basically. That's it for me this week. It's longer than last week's one, but it's still not 20 minutes. So thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe in the corners of wherever corners they are. And I will see you next week. I'll talk about the experiment next week. And also I'll be able to tell you what happened in Liverpool. I might have some footage, I might have some pictures, and I'll be able to tell you whether I won or I lost. We'll see how that goes. So take care now. Bye bye then.